Welcome to Journeyscapes by Ludy, where we journey towards self awareness, self discovery, self care, self healing, and self love. Journeyscapes by Ludy is happy to spread positivity and stories of hope in this new home at the Bagong Pilipinas Studios, Visayas. Welcome to episode 3, The Diving Journey, which is made possible by our beloved sponsors. David Salon brings out the best in me. David Salon Central Bloc, Ayala. Aura Beauty Studio at the pad in Manila at High Street creates the glow in me. Pukot Kitchen. Catch the Pukot flavor, love the moment. Venus and Mars Naturals Skincare rooted in nature and guided by purpose. Atelier Amelie creates handcrafted brownies made with only the finest ingredients. You click Self Portrait Studio, capture happy moments when you click. Shan's collection high quality, high end fashion jewelry. Beautique concept store in Primark Mactan Center. And Dubby's Ultimate Burger, which is the best burger in town, the ruggedly delicious burger. One of the things that I explored during pandemic was discovering scuba diving. And actually, before pandemic, I tried already at least one discovery scuba dive. We call it DSD with a friend who was based in Manila who came to Cebu and lived here shortly. I have this fear actually of diving because I don't know how to swim. And but so I thought it was just a one-time dive. And then another friend invited me, and this was during pandemic already, invited me to another discovery scuba dive. And that's where I realized, wow, I actually appreciated how amazing it was underwater. And for someone who do not know, who does not know to dive, for someone who does not know how to swim, you just can't imagine the joy that and the happiness that I felt during that time. But fear overwhelmed me because again, I had a fear of swimming or going into deep waters. I had a fear of drowning. So basically, it was so hard for me to be taught how to dive at first. Then I realized also that I wanted to be part of a group, of a community of divers who would do the underwater cleanup dive. And I cannot go with them unless I become a licensed diver. So lo and behold, I did my best. In fact, I was so excited that I bought all the gears that I needed just before the training started. And when I was already diving, I tell you, I forgot. I really forgot the primary reason why I was getting the license of a diver. Because I enjoyed so much. So I went to several places. I was with a community, dive community. Until one day, I felt small. I felt little. Because somehow I felt an outcast. Since, I was not really very good in my diving skills. And I belong to this, really good divers. And there was a dive out of the town dive where I was not included. That's where I stopped diving. And I decided I will no longer dive. And my skills were being questioned at one time, though jokingly, why I got a certification because of not knowing how to dive and all. But then, one day, I was in a party and I was able to talk to this marketing manager in one of the resorts. And during that time, she was talking to me about coral planting. It crossed my mind. Someone was prompting me to offer to her a cleanup dive. I did not have yet the pool of divers, but of course I know of dive friends. So I offered to her immediately, would you like to have a cleanup dive? And she got interested. And to make the long story short, that was my first cleanup dive. And it dawned upon me that the reason why I'm in this, I'm getting my license as a diver, was because of that, to be part of a cleanup dive. So I realized, wow, has made a purpose out of me having a license as a diver. So maybe what I can do if I'm no longer diving, what I can do is to organize cleanup dives and have a pool of divers. So far, we started early this year. I think March, April, sometime May. Sorry for the memory loss. But so far, we have done 8 cleanup dives. And I founded the Dive and Cleanup Club, which is it's nearly 100 in the group. And I'm so, so proud of this Dive and Cleanup Club. I call, in short, DCC. And that's why, for today, in this Journeyscapes by Ludy, I've made sure that they are part of my journey here too. So let me introduce to you my 3 journeyers for today's episode on diving journey. I'd like to welcome on my left, Sir Raymond Kirby.
Good morning.
And across me are the gentlemen, Sir Ivan Gultiano.
Hello, thank you for inviting me, Ludy.
The last but not the least, Sir Ted Castillo.
Hi, good morning, and welcome to your show.
Oh.
And thanks for inviting me here.
Wow. Sige. Just a little background of this gentleman. Okay, Sir Raymond Kirby here. He's very instrumental. He just joined us for a couple of dive cleanup activities, but he's been very supportive to our activities. He's very generous. I would say he's a pillar. Yes, you are, sir. He's a pillar of DCC, and that's why he's here. And then right across, Sir Ivan, he's one of my pioneering divers also. He's one of those very active, reaching out to me, making suggestions. So I would say he's one of the committed divers I have also in DCC. Not to mention, he's the kanang paporma namin na diver.
Thanks, dude.
The last but not the least again, Sir Ted Castillo. If I have to make a record of the most obedient, most cooperative, and that is Sir Ted, because he has been with me, aside from being a pioneer, he's been with me in all the clean-up dives. So he's having that perfect attendance. Grabe, perfect attendance. So maybe at this point, gentlemen, I'd like you to give our friends listening, watching us, just a brief background about you so that they can see how diverse we are.
Well, my name's Ray. I moved to the Philippines in April of this year from the U.S. I decided to move here to retire and to live out my days. I originally started diving in 1996 when I was in the Marine Corps station in Okinawa, Japan. And earned my open water diver, and I did nothing with it. Then it was January of this year. Excuse me. I was talking to a buddy of mine and decided that I was going to move to the Philippines, and one of the things that I wanted to do was to focus on my diving and to see where it takes me. And got here and just started diving, and the end of October I earned my Master Scuba Diver certification, and it's been a magnificent journey In September, I met Miss Ludy and joined the dive club, and it has truly been a life-changing experience. You know, my journey here has been one of the greatest experiences that I've had.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Sir
absolutely.
Ray. Let's go to Sir Ivan.
All right. First of all, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ludy, for inviting me to your show. So here I'm with two gentlemen with me, Ted and Raymond. And now I want to introduce myself first. Raymond, my name's Ivan. Ted, hi. So Ted, I've known Ted for quite some time. Okay, so my journey.
Just a brief background about yourself
Okay.
for our to know.
Okay, so I'm an open water scuba instructor. So I'm also an emergency first respond instructor.
So when you say emergency response instructor in diving,
Yeah,
okay.
and diving. I used to teach in Dubai as well and dive in the biggest suspended aquarium in the world, Dubai Mall Aquarium.
wow.
I'm one of the few who can teach on that aquarium right there. So you need to have this specialty course for you to teach there. Right before I came back to the Philippines, that's where I was teaching. So right now I'm back here, and yeah, I started diving when 2006. I started teaching in 2012 until now. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Sir Ted?
Hi, good morning. My name is Ted, and I'm also a scuba instructor, and also I'm a professional tour guide here in Cebu. I do have a specialty of language of Japanese in the line of work.
Sample,
And
sample, sample Japanese.
おはようございます。皆さん、よろしくお願いします。
What the- Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
And also, I I am also into diving for the sake that I was really starting my job in 2003 as a tour guide, and I was also selling diving, but I did not dive at the time. Actually, I did my divings in 2010 when the owner of a shop forces me to get a certification because I did diving. I
Oh,
did
but
discovery
no.
diving for about 10 times already. That's more than enough to
Oh.
get your certification. But he was forcing me to get a certification. And then I did my open water. And after getting my open water, about 8 months, I got my advanced open water. And then after that one, a rescue, and then through a dive master. And then lately, I just got my scuba instructor certification. So, luckily, I've been into the water because I have a phobia of drowning. That to overcome the phobia of drowning is to test the water and to see what is under the water. So, it's really, really nice to see what is the environment in there and also enjoying it. That's why I pursue to being a diver.
Nice. Actually, for me, every time I dive, that's why I continued. I really tried to overcome my fear of drowning and the fear of getting into the deep waters because every time I dive, I just feel peace. I describe it as it's a very tranquil environment, and I tell you, I keep on praying. I pray glorifying God because I couldn't imagine myself before being able to do that. Such a wonderful world that I would always say for people who have not tried diving, you missed half of your life, babe. You should try.
Absolutely.
You should try. I'd like to get back to Sir Raymond because it struck me when you said it's life changing. the diving journey that you have is life changing. Can you expound on that?
Oh, absolutely. After my time in the Marine Corps, I got out for a couple of years and joined the Army in January of 2001 as a medic. And I got stationed with an infantry unit. And in 2003, went to combat to Iraq. We were the first ground troops in Baghdad. And as a result of combat experience, I have really severe PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. It has really taken a massive impact on my life. I came home from combat and I started drinking very, very heavily, that to the point that it ruined my marriage. We divorced over my drinking, and I just was in a really, really dark place. In March of 2013, I had a suicide attempt. I put a gun in my mouth and I pulled the trigger because I wanted it to end. And God stepped in and said, "Not today." Continued drinking for a few months after that, but I sought help. I started going to therapy, started working with other veterans, and started to see a change in my life. Then it was August 23rd of 2013 was the day that I got sober, and I've been sober ever since, so just over 12 years. Living in the U.S. was very, very difficult for me. I was in the desert, so I couldn't really do much diving in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Then, like I said, whenever I decided to move here, I wanted to do something different with my life, and started diving. And when I took the recertification course, as soon as I hit the water, this wave of euphoria, this calmness, this peace just hit me like nothing ever had. And my body, I'd certified about 30 years prior, and it knew exactly what to do. Everything felt so natural, so relaxed, so calm.
Wow.
And for the first time, the negative chatter up here went away. I was able to enjoy the moment without anything else around me. And I can say that was whenever I decided that I wanted to pursue more. So I pursued it and did a few dives, then went into advanced open water, did that, then went into rescue diver, then I got my deep diver, I got my side mount diver, I got enriched air diver. I mean, I got so many certifications since April to October that's what I was focused on, because it's the one thing in my life that truly brought peace. The one thing that I could do and not worry about what's on the surface. I was able to go down and see things that nobody else was able to do out of whatever reason, not having the funds, not being in the location, fears or whatever. I was able to do something that the vast majority of people in the world will never ever do. And I can say that it's brought so much joy and peace to my life that, it's hard to believe how far I've come in the short amount of time that I've been here. That's why I want to continue my journey in diving. That's why I want to continue living in the Philippines, because of the peace that I have experienced here. And, the next steps, I don't know. I never expected to be on a podcast, that's for sure. I never expected to be sharing my story in the way that I have. I've shared my story through Alcoholics Anonymous a few times back in the States and here in the Philippines because of my drinking and my sobriety, but never on a stage like this. Never have I even imagined that I would be able to be a part of this. And it just shows what little I know about my life and where it's going to be tomorrow. So I'm truly blessed and honored to be here with you, Miss Ludy. And I'm so grateful that you asked me to be a part of your show and to be a part of this, because I never would have dreamed this was possible.
Wow. You have a very beautiful story there, Sir Raymond.
Thank you.
God bless you on that journey. And I'm so happy that we are part of that journey
Oh, absolutely.
of you getting better. Thank you very much for sharing
Oh,
your
absolutely.
story with us.
Absolutely.
It's so inspiring.
Yeah.
And I feel so honored that somehow the DCC that I have founded has been instrumental and has been a part of the wonderful journey.
Yeah, see, I wanted to do something remarkable with my diving, and add to the cleanup dive at Shangri-La. That was our introduction to each other, and I can say that I wanted to be a part of a diving group, a diving club, and having this opportunity to be a part has really been remarkable. I get to meet some amazing people and have met some amazing people, and I look forward to where the club takes me.
You're never wrong in, being a part of the DCC because the DCC is composed of beautiful people in and out.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
for that. I'll go to Sir Ivan.
Yeah.
Sir Ivan, in your diving. So how many years have you been diving?
Almost
Around.
20 years, I think.
Wow.
20 years.
That's quite interesting there when you mention about your experience as a dive instructor in Dubai. I wanted to, how come in Dubai? So you're talking about the aquarium.
Aquarium, and also I teach in the military school back in Fujairah.
Wow. So how easy is it to manage these people in Dubai and in the Philippines as a dive instructor?
As a dive instructor.
Oh, were you also active here in the Philippines as a dive instructor? So you also had students?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you compare?
Back in Dubai, being a dive instructor is something different. You're like the boss there.
Oh.
You run the shit. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but the same thing. Like just what you said. It's you're living in a desert. Basically, people they're not used to water unless they live like out by the coast.
And they don't
It's kind
take
of
a
hard
bath
when
also
teaching.
every day. So water
I
is
actually
not,
don't know,
but so water is not, it's not very natural to them because they're not surrounded with waters.
Yeah.
So aquarium is not natural.
Well, the aquarium. If we talk about the aquarium, they change it every week. I think they change the water or the ad like 30% of the aquarium. Like the
But what I
total-
mean, it's not the natural ocean that we have. I mean, it's an
Um,
aquarium.
no,
So it's
it
controlled.
come from the
it comes from the
sea,
sea.
yeah.
Ah,
like
so
they have lots of money there, so
Yeah.
it's not a
Oh,
problem. Yeah.
wow.
I teach also in Atlantis, the palm. Yeah, they also have an aquarium there.
Oh, wow, nice.
They have the shark tank. In Dubai Mall Aquarium, I dive with sharks, like 68 sharks, 7 kinds of sharks
Oh,
every day.
my.
I do discover scuba diving in that aquarium.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Wow.
But we're composed of like really high experience divers, instructors, because it's different when you have this confined space. Like all the animals are really, really close to you. You really have to be really good in what you do.
Now I'm missing diving. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I remember there was this dive instructor I met in Moalboal, and he's a foreigner. So I think he's European. And then when I shared with him my photos, because I was barely a year during that time, I showed to him my photos, my experiences, because I went to Malapascua and was so lucky that in one of those days I was able to see treasure sharks and the white tips and all. And then he exclaimed, "Wow, you're barely a year and yet you're able to." Do you know that in 10-year dive, I never saw a shark? I go, how unlucky are you? I mean, that's 10 years.
Yeah.
But look at you. You had that. That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Oh. So, but how did you start? What made you decide to get a license or to become a
Yeah, it's
for
almost,
occupation for job?
it's almost the same like Raymond. These are dark times. Like, it started with, can I say it here?
Yes.
I don't know if
Oh.
you remember the frat war, like between these two like fraternities,
Uh-huh.
like
Fraud. Yeah, yeah, the frat.
the frat war, yeah.
Oh.
So like
You
people
you wanted to
died.
go away.
I was sent away.
You were.
Yeah, I was sent away by my own.
I'm overwhelmed by the beautiful, wonderful stories of my divers I never knew before having this episode. Continue, please.
I don't know if you know
Wow.
the. I think everybody knows Sikihor.
Uh-huh.
Sikihor. That's where they like
They
sent
where
me
they sent
there.
okay.
I don't know anyone.
Uh-huh.
Someone will just like
Monitor
pick you
you.
up from the pier, from the port, like that. And this is where, you know that place? Like we're always scared about that island, right? But
Yes.
people there are amazing.
I've been there
So
once. Really
yeah.
beautiful.
So they accepted me and then they put me in this house. Nobody knows me, not even the owner of the house. But they accepted me. And then I didn't pay any rent. You don't know the person, they made a room for me. They constructed a room for me. They don't know me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then
Face value.
nah. Then I
Pays
was
off.
there. I was there and I was like, there's nothing to do. But right behind the house where I live is the beach. So, but I was just there. I was like, okay, so what's the update? When can I go home? What's and then, you know these people. You know, Migara, Duterte, Galo.
I heard about Galo.
Yeah, Chiclet Bawasanta. These are the people who visited me in the island, and these people are already divers. So I went with them,
Oh.
and then, hey, you want to join us? I don't know. I don't know diving because they're already licensed divers. Okay, I joined them. You know, the same thing. By the time you dip your head down, it's like because us here, we worry too much.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Like later, okay, what's for lunch? What's for dinner? What am I gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna pay the rent like this. We just have too much things to worry about. But by the time you dip
Yeah.
this, everything just goes on
This
that
is something
moment.
we can all resonate with.
Yeah.
That's why I tell you, babe, you're missing half of your life if you haven't
Yes.
done diving. Wow. I think I'm going to go back to diving.
You
You
should.
make your
You
beautiful.
should. Yeah.
Wow. Please.
It just goes like you have to boom on that moment, boom. That's it. You know, by the time I went up, like after that Discover Scuba Dive, we were like, how much for if I want to? It was like this.
Really?
Yeah. I can't even like it was just like this. How much is it for a course?
Yes.
So that's it. Since then, boom.
Wow.
I didn't stop within a year. I just continue learning. And that on the second year, I already wanted to work. So there, then I found my purpose. That was the time I found out that I really love to talk.
A secondary discovery. I love diving. Oh, I love to talk also.
So because I don't,
Yeah.
when you're in that dark place, you don't really talk. You don't talk. You don't say informations and all. But here, I was like, it's a whole new world. You need to tell information.
Yeah.
You need to brief. You need to debrief. You need to
Wow.
entertain. You know.
Woo.
So yeah. Now I found my purpose. I was made for this. Yeah.
I heard a little bit of the story of Sir Raymond. That's why it was not very shocking to me. But the first time you shared it with me, I also had goosebumps. Wow, this story is really amazing. One of these days, I was really thinking of you already. One of these days, I'll invite you to my talk show. But then hearing your story, because I've known him for I think quite some time also
Yeah.
because of when was the first time we met ba? Was it during the Mactan Newtown? Was it the first time? No.
The Mactan Newton, yeah.
It was the first time. It was Sir
The first time,
PJ
yeah. PJ, yeah.
who invited you, right?
Yeah.
So I've known Sir PJ because there was a boat dive that we were in together. So yes, but then of course your beautiful partner here.
Yeah.
I've known her for quite some time also.
My inspiration.
Your inspiration. Wow, that's amazing, and really, it's. Do you know that they've been trying to sell my dive gears, and I couldn't sell it because I'm extra small, so I had a hard time. And probably the reason for that is that I really have to use it.
There.
I really have to go
There.
back to diving because it's very inspiring because yes, it's really true. The moment you're in there, wow, it's entirely different world, undescribable. Like I would say the tranquility that I couldn't help but just meditate while diving. I kept on praising God. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, amazing. So that's where I can also say that there is really God who is able to create all these, amazing creatures. No one can. And that's how I also know that there is really God. Thank you for sharing.
Maybe
Really
God
beautiful.
stepped in to prevent you from selling your gear, so
Yeah.
that way you can get back out
That's
there.
why I was saying.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, I think this is the first time that you will hear about this. We have the DCC will have an upcoming all-women cleanup dive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very empowering. That would be the first time. I haven't heard it before. All women, and then the gentleman of DCC will just be at the surface waiting, supporting, empowering the all women cleanup
Yes.
dive. And that will be in Shangri-La in March
All
because
right.
March is an Earth Hour celebration as well as Women's Month. So they try to merge it. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Then let's go to Sir Ted. Sir Ted, okay. I think I don't know also the story of Sir Ted, but you gave us a glimpse a while ago. But then let me expound you again.
Yes. I started diving because of the chaotic world, the chaos in the world when I was nurturing my child and I found out that they have autism. So
When
the
you
world
say
in
they,
autism
more
is-
than one?
Yeah, two.
To both have autism.
Yes.
Okay.
And growing on an autism world is like a different world. You don't have any peace, you don't have anything, you don't have any areas to go. It's everything. When I tried to hit the water with a Discovery Scuba Diving, that's the only time that I can find peace. That nothing is in your place. It's just black. It's just silence and everything. Nothing. You cannot hear anything.
Yeah.
Only the chirps and then the sea. And then when I got up, this is a nice wind. So I was wondering that if I will get a certification that it will cost much. So I tried again Discovery Scuba Diving because it was offered to me just one. And then the owner of the shop was always looking at me at my records. And then one day he approached me. Why are you trying to go Discovery Scuba Diving always? Why you don't get into a certification? And I told him I cannot afford the course. Don't worry about the course. I will handle it.
Oh.
And then told me, you go to a certification. I said no. I said no. And then he forced me, you have to get the certification so that you can enjoy more. Don't worry about the cost. I got you.
Oh.
So if you
Wow.
want to say that you cannot afford, then pay it as you can. So I tried, and then I really learned. And after getting my open water, I go up to more learning because knowledge never stops. And then from advanced to rescue, and then I met a friend who is coming down from Tubataha in the airport. So he was a dive instructor. He was Edison. So
I
he
think I met
he was the
him.
one who trained me to become a dive master. And then I from there I work sometimes balancing the working hours from tour guide to diving, and then to the world that I feel small before, and then I just grew up in there because diving for me is just a small world. But when I was on the field, almost all of my guests were divers. As in, when they come to the airport, they were bringing some big bags, some trolley bags, bringing some diving equipments, and they ask me, why are those people in the Philippines don't dive? And for us foreigners, we paid a lot of thousands just to come here, just to dive, to enjoy your waters. But here in the
True,
Philippines,
true.
you're afraid to hit the water. That was the thing that
I
struck
think
me.
I think we
Why
take
not
for
go up to
granted.
become an instructor? Because that is why I found I love to teach. For for me, I think
Ah.
I'm a frustrated teacher or something.
Ah.
So I love to
Okay.
teach. That is the passion that awoke teaching. So it gives me motivation to teach everything that I shared about the underwater world, the things that you cannot see here, the things that you can see, and the things that you will amaze you every time, the smallest thing, the biggest thing, and to erase the perception, the wrong perception about the sharks. Because they told me that if you hit the water, then the sharks will attack you.
Yeah.
But it's a different way around.
I
Yeah.
If we hit the water, we will be looking for the shark, not the sharks looking for us. It's the other way around. So they said sharks are dangerous, but for us, sharks are very beautiful. They're gracious creatures. So that is why I want to erase that mentality to other people, to give them the right thinking, the right mentality, and to get to the right track. That is why I started teaching, and I just found out that I am really good at this one. So
Wow.
I wanted to go
Uh-huh.
on my journey about teaching, because that is the only thing that worked in me for being not just in diving but in other things. I also started to teach.
So I can see that yours is quite uh, different in a way that you wanted also to escape from the chaotic world and found peace under it. So it's basically the same among the four of us. But what you also discovered is also interesting, that you learned that you also love to teach.
Yes.
Okay, and that gives you the opportunity to teach, to fill in your passion for teaching. Wow.
Yes.
I think my primary reason for diving is to conquer my fear, because I was in the, although I had a discovery dive, but I made the decision during the pandemic when I had my inner journey, and primarily was to conquer my fear of, I was doing a lot of things. So diving to conquer my fear in deep waters, and I did other things to conquer my fear. So basically, I did that to conquer my fear. Little did I know that I would be enjoying, and I would be in this space now, founding a dive and clean up club. So I think we have very beautiful stories where we started diving. Something new also. There's a lot of new things that I learned. Even if I've known you for quite some time, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that I've been a part of your journey in this, what we call the other beautiful world, the underwater world. Now, maybe so that because one of the things that I wanted to do in this show is to invite or to entice those who have not tried diving and for those divers to join our club also, because we need more, actually we need more dive instructors, not just those doing it for recreation. We need more divers who are also into our advocacy as a community. Can you share to me one lang, because I know there's a lot of experiences. One unforgettable, most memorable diving experience. Ato silang paibogon. We will let them get envy, holy envy in our experiences. Sir Raymond.
For me, it was in September. I turned 50, and for my 50th birthday, I went down to Oslo and dove with the whale sharks. And that was fantastic. That right there was just breathtaking. Seeing how magnificent these massive creatures were, and
You
how
mean this
small.
year? This year?
Yeah, a couple
You
months
turned
ago.
You turned 50 this year,
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
you went to Mobile.
Yeah, I went down to Oslo and saw that, and I can say that that was
Oslo.
amazing.
Yes,
It was one of
Yeah.
the. It was on a bucket list. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And the weekend that I was there, I actually got to swim with 2 white tip and a black tip reef sharks, and
Oh.
I can say that I wasn't scared. I was just like, this is so amazing. Saw one not too far away, then saw one off in the shadows, and I was like, now this is awesome. This right here is amazing.
Yes.
You know, then on the same dive we saw a little stingray, and that was just magnificent as well. And the sea turtles and the coral.
Actually, I missed that. Stingray.
I can say that right there was what really solidified me. It was like God was saying, happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
So,
Very
like I
nice.
said, that was probably one of the best moments I had in diving was that experience.
Nice.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Sir
Yeah.
Ivan.
The
Grabe.
best, the best experience.
The best,
or any
most memorable.
memorable. Is,
Yes, I know we have a lot, but then just at least one that you can remember. Pasuya lang nato ba sa ila?
Okay. Well, it depends, huh? But this
But I
place
think,
is just.
but I think
Yeah.
your Dubai experience is really top notch. So
Yeah.
maybe you can
But
remember.
But here in our island itself. Well, man, you have Moalboal, you have Malapascua.
Did you try to Bata?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh my gosh. Not yet to Bata.
Not yet.
To Bata. Not yet. Oh, the 4 of us, not yet. But I was told when I started that should be our goal to
Yeah.
try to Bata.
Wow.
One of these days. Oh my, so ambitious anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, here, just in
Yes.
our island,
Okay.
huh?
Okay.
Oh,
Well, like,
see, experiencing sardine run. It's really nice.
In Mactan or in
Malboal.
Malboal, yeah.
Talking about
Yes,
here,
yes,
huh?
yes.
The sardine run.
Wow.
Yeah. The last time I counted them, they reached 1 million. I'm just joking.
Okay. Nice. Sir Ted?
So the most memorable one was in 2002 or 2003. We were in Sambuan. We were doing some photo shoots, video for a certain travel agency. They were making for a marketing video, and we dove there in Colase, in front of Colase, and then in that dive, the first thing that we were looking for was the turtle, because there was a diver who was asking for a turtle. So once we got through, the first thing that we saw was the school of barracudas,
Oh.
and then afterwards, when we looked back, there was a big turtle coming in, and after getting from the turtle, there was a stingray passing through. And then underneath, there was a black tip. One package at all.
One package. Oh, wow. Lucky.
Yeah, it was a
Lucky
lucky
you.
dive. So we were not expecting that one. We were just looking for the turtle.
Oh.
It's just the turtle itself, but the turtle brought us everything.
Wow, nice, nice. Wow, great.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm very lucky also because I think I dove for around 2 years, but then in those 2 years I dove every single month. 2 years? No, more than a year, and then every other month the following year. But there was a year where like I dove like how many times in a month, and so went to I forgot the place. It's in the south. After so I did Malboal, I did Oslo, and somewhere. We dive spot. What's Boloon ba na siya?
Boloon?
Dive spot.
Boloon?
Oh, I mean dive spot. Dive spot. The place was
The name
dive
is the dive spot.
Yes, yeah, dive spot. So we went there. But then it was also very memorable to do it, to dive in Malapascua where, I saw the treasure sharks. And funny. I would like to share my funny experiences. So I saw the treasure sharks, I saw the white tip and, the black tips and all. But then there was one dive that we went again. It's a 3 or 4 day dive. We went to the island again. Was it Gato? Galo.
Yeah,
What was
Gato.
it? Gato. Lo and behold, we did it for an hour. We were able to go around. We never saw any treasure shark, and there were several groups of divers who were still waiting for the treasure sharks, and nobody saw, as if they were in a meeting. That was really funny. So we were just joking around. Probably we did a survey of the island, and I think we did it well. We were able to go around. And talking about the turtles, there was this in Boal. There was this time that I wanted to have a photo with the turtle. Okay, maibog lagi ta. I mean, I envy those photos with the turtles, the big turtles. So went there, I dove, and then I did not have any camera, so I rented their camera. And I had a boat, so we went there already. We were in the water already, and I was so excited. Oh my God, the turtles. They forgot the camera. I forgot the camera. So I wanted to cry, but we couldn't cry. I wanted to cry. I was so pissed off underwater, so pissed off. Oh my God. And then I remember I don't have the camera, nothing to remember. And then I was told, on the second dive, Miss Ludy, we'll get the camera and then we'll do it in the second dive. And that was already afternoon. When we did the second dive, I tell you, we have gone so far, we never saw
The turtle.
any turtle. Now we have the camera. I was so pissed off, and I told them I will never go diving again the following day because supposedly 2 days. And then they kept on, trying to pacify me. Miss Ludy, this and that. No, I will never go dive with you again. So the following day when I woke up, I was with my family. Miss Ludy, sige na, baka you might. So after the breakfast, no, I've decided not to. I was so pissed off. And then they said, okay, Miss Ludy, this time around we'll make sure that we will have, I'll bring the camera and go, okay, I have an idea. I'll hire 2 dive masters. One to go with me and the other one to take shots to look for the turtle. You know what? Just after that conversation, there was a radio call telling us, "Oh, there are sharks." Oo. I know, no, not the sharks. What else do we have? The whales. We have
Whale
whales.
shark. Yeah.
Whale sharks. We have the whale sharks. Now, Miss Ludy, this is your day because you're not only going to see turtles, but you're going to see the whale sharks because it's very rare in this place. This and that, and said, "Really? Okay, let's go." So I paid 2 dive masters, and then when we went there, so the other one was going, looking for the turtles, and then come back to me as soon as he saw the turtle. But as soon as he brought with me, and as soon as he brought me to that place, the turtle's gone. So he kept on doing that. So I'm tired. I'm tired of swimming. I don't know how to swim. So let's go together. And you know what? I was able to get that beautiful pictures, and we saw plenty of turtles. I had beautiful photos with the turtles, really huge turtles, and I saw, of course, the whale sharks, and also it was a very lucky day. So all my, you know, hard feelings gone because of that. So I think that's a very funny story, that very unforgettable. But I think Tubataha is something that, but I was told you have to, build your skills because Tubataha.
I want to add something, Miss Ludes. You just like mentioned whale shark. Now I have the unforgettable one about the whale shark. You know, uh, this haven't been talked about for quite some time. You know the Oslo,
Yeah.
the Tanawan whale shark.
Uh-huh.
It was my group who found it. Like yeah,
Oh,
it was us.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
just for public information. Yeah. So it's this happened way back, like even before 2010. Um, we dove, and you know the whale shark in Oslo are considered as not pest, but these are annoying for them, for the fisher folks. It's annoying for them because they drop down krills to lure in fishes for them to catch. When they drop down krills, these whale sharks are the one eating it.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
there are times that they hit it with like the paddle, just push it away like this. And they call it toke, by the way.
What's Tuki?
Toke. That's the Bisaya, the Oslobanon
Na parang
name
pest.
for
The
the
term
whale shark.
that they
The
use,
term.
they call it tuki.
Yeah,
Tuki.
the whale shark.
Okay.
Whale shark.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we were told by this fisherman, like we've been diving for almost a year, about this creature named toke. Like sir, every time like at 3 p.m. there's this very big fish that passed by here.
Oh.
Toke, toke.
Oh.
Always ignore him. Oh, really? Like this. Oh, really? Like, is it true? Until one time, we were about to go diving. This will be our afternoon dive, our third dive on the day and final dive. Uh, the boat broke down. We don't have a choice but to do a shore entry dive. Almost the time the fisherman told us that the
Tuki.
tuki passes by. So we just okay, let's try this. And then by the time we went in the water, maybe the water was still like 5 meters.
5 meter deep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It went dark.
Oh.
Right on top of us.
Oh.
And this is not a juvenile, huh? It's grown up.
Yeah.
It's really big. As big as a pump boat, maybe from here to that wall, bigger.
Wow.
So it went dark. That was really memorable. And from that day on, we started searching for, because they say there's like small ones as well, until we reached
Baby.
Tanawan. Tanawan, we found the place where the juveniles stays. And because this is like salt water, when salt water and fresh water meets,
Oh, okay.
it becomes like brackish, and that's where
They
krills
they thrive.
no, because that's where food,
Yeah.
the shrimps, small shrimps, the krills, so that's where they eat.
Nice.
Plus the fisherman.
But it's good to know that you were the ones who discovered.
Actually, it's
wow.
the Cebu Diver.
Cebu
that
Diver.
group.
Wow.
Post by Rod Ariola, Rudy Balbuena, Bernard Peña. These people.
Oh,
Mikey.
Bernard.
The legends.
Bernard is part of DCC. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So talking about DCC or Dive and Clean Up Club, how do you feel about our club? I just want to check in with you so far. Is there anything that you can say about being a part of DCC? Sir Raymond.
Absolutely. The best part for me is, last month when we dove, had the PWD show up, and
Yeah.
Seeing how several of them were nervous and scared, then talking to them, letting them know my experience on how it was whenever I first dove, and seeing them come out of the water, and it was like they had a life-changing experience. It was like the weight of the world was gone, the smiles, the energy. It was just amazing hearing how a brother and sister who are deaf, they were actually able to have a full conversation underwater because of sign language. And it was like, that is so awesome, I never thought of something like that, because we as divers, we have our own set of hand signals, but they were actually able to have full-blown conversation about everything that they saw.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was just amazing being able to be a part of and seeing that happen.
Wow.
Absolutely. For me, that was probably I've only gone to a couple of events, and that one right there was so magnificent. It was
And
just
thank you
amazing.
for your kind support,
Oh, absolutely.
making it possible.
Absolutely.
And I have a good news. We are going to do it No Barrier 4. It's a discovery dive with persons with disabilities, and it will be set in Shangri-La on January 24th to 2026. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. Thank you for being
Oh,
part
absolutely.
of
If
BCC.
I try to support causes that I truly believe in, and this is absolutely one cause that I believe in with everything that I have.
I'm glad to know.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Sir Ivan,
Yeah.
what can you say about DCC, or, being a part of DCC or anything?
This is where you meet people like you, underwater ambassadors that share the same purpose as
Oh.
you.
I love
Like
that.
we need to take care of
Underwater ambassadors.
Yeah,
Yes, because we are.
yeah. 'Cause we really have to take care of our place.
Because no one will. It's just us. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say that even if you're not a diver, you can be a part. You can be a support group,
Yeah.
and you don't have to be a diver. But I would say, you must try diving, even if you don't want to be a licensed diver, for whatever reasons. Because it can be time, it can be whatever it is. But I think you can still be part of that advocacy by supporting. How do you support us? You can simply share our stories. You can you can do the very basic, because if you do the very basic, which is to have proper disposal, you're basically helping us, so that when we get underwater, we don't have to gather a lot of garbage, no? So if we are able to have that kind of mindset, that it's really our job, we are accountable of our garbage, and we do proper disposal. That's being you are actually interconnected with us. You're part of the community with that advocacy for a cleaner earth. And then you can also make some donations or provide us whatever needs that we may have. So there's a lot of ways of supporting us. Although we can be the main actors, because we're really the divers doing that. But I truly believe that everyone is interconnected, that each one of us has a role to play. And basically, we have one goal, and that is to help Mother Earth protect.
Right.
Thank you. Sir Ted.
Yeah, being with DCC is like a family that you're being belonging to. And for me, as a conservation freak, I wanted to say to the people that we have to take care of our
But you,
nature.
you said something right there. Conservation freak.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. Yes.
So I want to conserve what is being given to us by nature, because I want to share it through my grandchildren to grandchildren to grandchildren, so that they can see what is beauty that is being left.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I saw beauty before devastation and after devastation.
Yeah.
So that is why I wanted to share to the upcoming generations, and I wanted people to enjoy it and see it on first hand, not on the books, not on photographs and not on memories, but on real time. So that is
Wow. DCC actually, although primarily we are doing underwater cleanup dive, but with our activities, we have also encouraged those resorts that we have collaborated with to do their own cleanup, no, in their surroundings. And I'd like to do some shout out for the wonderful resorts that we have collaborated with. We had Mactan New Town. And then we had Dusit Thani, Mactan, Tambuli Resort, Shangri-La Mactan, Maribago Blue Waters, Kontiki, Club Kontiki, and then the Easy Dive Diving Center in Marigondon, and of course Olango Island in
Olango
San
Island.
Vicente. So we do underwater cleanup dive. We encourage others to do their own thing simultaneously, clean up with the surroundings, and then we also do other things like during the the earthquake and typhoon. We also did our own little way of helping, reaching out to these communities who were victims of the earthquake and typhoon. It is something that I'm very proud of because somehow we are not just focused on our community, but we are also looking after other communities that may need our help. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. And another milestone for us is the Discovery Dive for persons with disabilities, wherein we're giving hope to them or giving them joy, something that they did not also imagine before they will be able to do and experience. And with the help of our volunteers in DCC, we were able to let them experience that. It's an experience that we'll never forget, and probably the most memorable experience in their lifetime. And we'll do more. We'll do more actually. Daghan pa kay tag mga gimmick din ha, no? So I'm so happy. The last question I wanted you to say, oh, not really the last question, but I wanted you to invite our friends listening to us, this amazing world that we are in, and the journey that we have in diving. So we'll start with Sir Raymond.
Now, what was that?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was off
It's
daydreaming.
okay. It's okay.
Thinking about diving.
Oh, wow. Okay. So maybe we can invite
Oh, absolutely.
our friends,
The-
especially those who have not tried it. And for those who are divers, we can also invite them to this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's unfortunately I missed a couple of the diving events because my PTSD was a little screwy at the time, and I was having a difficult time. But being a part of something again, like I was in the military, is just something that truly makes me feel like I belong. You know, it gives me a place of comfort. It gives me a place where I'm around like-minded people, people that are supportive, people that understand what it's like to have off days, you know, times where you're doubting yourself on diving and stuff, and having people there encouraging you to get your gear and let's go. You know, I had that happen recently, and I'm grateful for it, you know. The club is definitely a place where I belong, and I've invited, trying to get a couple people that I know that have never been diving before to take the class, so that way they have an opportunity to experience what it's like taking your first breath underwater, because you will never, ever experience your first breath again. And it is so memorable whenever you do. So I recommend that don't wait until you're ready, because if you wait until you're ready, you'll never be ready. Just do it. You know,
Yes.
like the Nike logo, just do it.
Just do it. You're very passionate there, Sir
Yeah,
Raymond.
like I said,
So,
it saved my life. You know, it was
Yeah.
giving me a way to continue living, because when I was in the States, I was contemplating suicide. I was in the darkest place again, and I needed some light, and diving has been that light. And being a part of the club has given me not just more light, but a place where I truly, honestly belong, and where I feel like it's a family, like it was stated earlier, because that's what it is. You know, we're a big family, and thankfully, no one's having an off day the same time. You know, everyone's there, you know, going through their own things, but we're all coming together for a common cause, and that is to encourage each other to dive, to clean up, and to help others understand what diving's like.
And to show the
Oh,
amazing underwater world.
you know, there is nothing that seeing, you know, the coral with your own eyes compared to a picture will do for you. You know, seeing things in a picture is so different. You know, it's like it's flat, it's not it's not the same as actually truly being a part of it and seeing it firsthand. So for me, yeah, that's what the club does for me.
Nice. Thank you
Absolutely.
very much. Sir Raymond, welcome to the club.
I'm grateful to be a part. Thank you.
Welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for that. Sir Ivan.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Try diving. Just do it. Just like what Raymond said. Just do it. No hesitation. Let the water show you the wonders.
Be one with the blue.
Be one with, be one with us.
Be one with the blue. I was told when I was what is this? I was because I tried free diving, so I really had to go to swimming lessons because it's harder.
Yeah.
It's harder.
Yeah.
Free diving is harder than scuba diving when it comes to navigating the water. So so they saw that I really had a fear of drowning, and they saw my fear also of going deep down.
Yeah.
And I couldn't forget. So the instructors told me, Ludy, be friend with the blue, be with the blue, and what he meant was the waters. The blue is your friend. Okay. Blue, I'm your friend. You're my friend. So just do it.
Just do it.
Be with the blue. Thank you, Sir Ivan. Sir Ted?
Yeah. Try diving, because diving is not a sport, but it's something that it will open your eyes. It will open your world. And many people are really going to aquariums just to observe the fish. But if you want to observe the fish, then become a fish. That is what Jacques Cousteau says.
Oh,
So if
become
you
a
want to
fish.
serve a fish, then be a fish. Try diving, because it is a very nice win, and then it is the one that will be giving you a glimpse of what you ever missed in this world.
Yeah.
So nothing else compares to diving.
Nice. I would say I'm very contented, happy and contented of what I experienced in the water. That's why for me, being an organizer for the DCC's activities, because we need also someone to be up there. I mean, during the event, so I have to be there. But I think I'm contemplating on now. Maybe I'll join the all women dive. We'll see. I have to practice. I have to do a refresher course. But yeah, we're all diverse. That's really how beautiful the group is. We have professional divers.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the highest certification of our member is what could be after dive instructor. I think there's
IDC staff, I think, then those were.
like we also have Sir Glenn.
Yeah, it's a course director.
Course
Yes,
director for SSI.
so it's very varied, and we have like I'm an advanced license.
Yeah.
You are a DM dive master already not yet certified,
Master diver.
but
Master
on
scuba diver. Different.
okay, and then your dive instructor,
divers,
and
yeah.
then dive
Dive
instructor.
instructor.
So very varied, because some of us just do it for recreation, no. And then we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have a judge. I have a judge friend who is
Yeah.
part of us. We're a very diverse. I'm so proud of it. So every time I introduce DCC to the resorts that we collaborate with, I feel so proud. This is a diverse group, and it's impactful to your marketing, because somehow somehow my divers are also your market at the same time. Yeah, that's no. And there's another upcoming activity that we're gonna do. We're contemplating on also of creating a satellite club for Rotary based on interest. Okay, so that is something that is on the process. So I really hope from DCC, some members will become a part of it, and then, but it's very open to everyone. So if everyone will be interested, that would be good. But somehow this satellite is still under, is an independent group. I cannot be part of that because I'm already part of Rotary. However, I'll be the focal point person for that satellite in Rotary. And I'm really hoping that the three of you will be part of it because it just needs around 8 divers. And then tomorrow we'll talk more details about it. So I look forward to it because it gives us advantages also. We can do more. Actually, we will be supported by Rotary, and we can do more because we have already a registered entity. There are activities that and organizations or communities that really need registered entity for them to collaborate with. So we can put up that satellite for that purpose. Uh, we have so as we just before we started, I told you that let's have fun. I think we had fun, but you also made me cry or teary-eyed. Although I'm quite emotional and passionate about this baby that I founded, I would say this is really my baby, and I would say this is really one of the purposes of God in in His surprising plans for me in this lifetime. Because I never imagined to be. I of course I'm into event organizing, but I never imagined to have founded such wonderful club. So I think we're at this point. Let me just run down our sponsors before we go. I thank you very much. So, a diving journey which is made possible by the support of the following sponsors. David Salon brings out the best in me. David Salon, Central Bloc, Ayala. And Aura Beauty Studio at the Pad in Banilad High Street creates the glow in me. And then Pukot Kitchen, catch the Pukot flavor, love the moment. V&M Naturals Skincare, rooted in nature and guided by purpose. Atelier Amelie creates handcrafted brownies made with the only finest ingredients. You Click Self-Portrait Studio, capture happy moments when you click. And Shan's Collection, high-quality, high-end fashion jewelry. Beautique Concept Store in Primark Mactan Center. And Dubby's Ultimate Burger, which is the best, ruggedly delicious burger. At this point, I think we're gonna say goodbye to our friends who are watching. I'd like you to stay tuned to the upcoming episodes that we'll be having in Journeyscapes by Ludy. As of the meantime, I'd like to say thank you once again to Sir Raymond, Kirby.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you once again to Sir Ivan Gultiano.
Thank you, Miss Rhodes.
And thank you again, Sir Ted Castillo.
Thank you very much for having.
Oh, thank you for saying yes to my invitation, even if it's just last minute. I'm so happy. Bagong Pilipinas, Studios, Visayas. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity that we are having here in this studio. So at this point, we'll say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
From Journeyscapes by Ludy.